Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate video. Mix Set Monday is back, and in today's video, we are taking a look at one of your recommended mix sets, the LAKU LAKU last set. This recommendation comes from Culbertson, and there's two main reasons I chose this set. Firstly, it's a template set, meaning it has a number of different skill combinations you can gem into it, and these are also applicable to multiple different weapons. The examples that Brett gave were for the Greatsword, Charge Blade, Longsword, and Hammer. And the second reason I chose it, well, it's got Arekkz parts, and Arekkz is one of my favourite monsters and armour sets. So yeah, bonus points. Now let's take a look. As mentioned, it's a template set, so without any decorations in place, this is what it looks like. You have Focus already active, which makes it faster to charge various gauges, files and attacks, hence why it's good for the likes of Charge Blade, Greatsword, Hammer, etc. But if you then look down the table, you can see you have 9 in Free Element, in the event you want Awaken for one of your weapons. I have a +4 Handicraft Talisman, but it's extremely easy to get Sharpness +1 on this armour set, which, let's be honest, is something that all Blade Masters should aim to have where possible. Evasion sits at +7, so it's really easy to gem in at least Evasion +1. Tenderizer is on 6, so pushing that up to 10 to grab Weakness Exploit is a nice option. Weakness Exploit increases the damage when striking body parts upon which your attacks are highly effective. And then lastly, you have Protection at the midway point, so if Divine Blessing is something you're after, then you can gem that too. So as you can see, this set gives you a lot of flexibility. Even some of the skills further down the table can be gemmed in if you deem them more valuable than some of the higher skills. Now, if we quickly take a look at the actual parts, you can see it's made of Arekkz X helm, braces and greaves, and the Kushala X chest and waist. And what's more, not including the weapon or the talisman, this has 10 slots, which is pretty nice. And that's exactly why it gives you so much flexibility. Throw a weapon and a talisman into the mix and you're pushing 13 to 15 slots. So, that is the set as an empty template. Now let's actually make something out of it. Here are the 4 recommendations Brett listed in his original comment. For Charge Blade users, you've got Sharpness +1, Weakness Exploit, Artillery Novice, which increases the power of impact files, Evasion +1, and Focus. Now in this particular example, I'm using a talisman which has +4 Handicraft, but it only has 1 slot, so I am actually reliant on a 3-slot weapon to get Artillery. Obviously if you have a better talisman, you'll be slightly more free. If, on the other hand, you are a Longsword user, you could then go for Weakness Exploit, Evasion +1, Razor Sharp to halve the rate at which you lose Sharpness, and Focus. Plus, if you have a longsword that requires Awaken, then a simple +1 Free Element will give you that too. For Greatsword users, you can get Critical Draw, which increases affinity by 100% for all draw attacks, Weakness Exploit, Evasion +1, and Focus. And if you have a better talisman and some spare slots, you could also grab Tremor Resistance. And finally, for Hammer users, you can make use of Evasion +2, Weakness Exploit, Focus, and Attack Up. In this one, I only have Attack Up Small, but you could get Medium if you have enough slots. So, as you can see, this set gives you quite a bit of flexibility, and it looks cool too. So once again, thank you very much to Brett Culbertson for the recommendation, and if you want me to show off one of your mix sets in next week's episode, drop the details in the comments down below, and give me enough detail so that I can actually make it, and then I'll pick another one to showcase. If you guys did enjoy this video, then a like rating would be massively appreciated, and of course, subscribe if you're not already for much more Monster Hunter. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.